we start off with a little shout out to our good and dear friend Lara Sky with this little number. Outstanding.
And that makes a wonderful belated birthday and anniversary present for our dear friend Lara Sky, done by our wonderful friend Americo Carrasco.
Well, that was my interpretation of it.
Thank you very much. So your music is very interpretive then. What you do is do you find yourself taking a lot of other songs and reinterpreting them in your own style?
Absolutely, absolutely. It's what we strive to do as artists, you know, is to keep growing, right? And well, so I often try to take, you know, other tunes, Beatle tunes, and I'll sometimes try to rearrange them reggae-like, you know.
Can you give us an example of one of the...
You're going to want him to hear him play Blackbird.
Well,
if you would do it.
I don't, Blackbird, wow, you know, I haven't played that one in a while.
Oh,
I forgot all the changes. Well, how would I take that and make it into reggae? I don't know, man. That's a very tough one.
That could be interesting.
Mess with the rhythmic structures of that, you know. But you can hear my version of that on CD from The Urban Zones of the Outer Galaxies, which is on the other people CD.
Okay.
You know?
You're the other people too. Find a way to get to you, Mr. Zappa.
Yes, I love Zappa. Zappa is one of my heroes. You know, I love Zappa. One of my favorite Zappa tunes is like Son of Mr. Green Jeans. You ever hear Son of Mr. Green Jeans?
Oh.
We'll hear it now, I'll bet. Outstanding. Now, we were talking before we came on about
At least
Elvis.
that was my
Yeah.
version of that. Anyway, my
That's
interpretation.
Mr. Green Jeans?
Son of Mr. Green.
Son of Mr. Green Jeans. And of course, to the folks that are a little younger, probably don't remember
I probably.
Captain Kangaroo and Mr. Green.
I remember.
Well, then the really young folks are gonna probably don't remember Captain Kangaroo, and it's
Can't
good for
say I
Mr. Green
remember
Jeans.
him.
You can YouTube it.
Everything's on YouTube.
Good morning, Captain. So we were.
Elvis.
Yeah, we were talking about Elvis before we came on, about the Elvis. Elvis took essentially a black genre, the blues, and transcribed it and added a little bit of the gospel influence
Elvis,
in.
man, was a fantastic interpreter, of course, especially of rock and roll music. And he would take all the old rock and roll blues and, you know, and he'll mostly take old blues and turn it into rock and roll and do his own Elvis thing, you know, and when we used to twist.
The gyration.
One of his, what was one of his big tunes? You ain't nothing but a hound dog, crying all the time. Nothing but a hound dog, crying all the time. Well, you ain't caught a rabbit and you ain't no friend of mine. You ain't nothing but a hound dog, crying all the time. Nothing but a hound dog, crying all the time. Well, you ain't caught a rabbit and you ain't no friend of mine. What I was saying about that piece particularly, and I just started playing, you know, but that's Big Mama Thornton's music. Have you ever heard of Big Mama Thornton, you know? And that was her, you know, I did kind of her arrangement, but I just can't help being myself when I play. So.
Well, we're thankful for that. It's always great to hear music reinterpreted.
Yes.
Now, you had, we talked earlier, again, about you are actually was it second to youngest in your family?
Yes, I got a pretty big family, you know. My sister Anna, she's the oldest. Then there's my brother Joe, my brother Julio, and there's me, who's next to last, and my little brother Michael.
Now,
my name's Americo, though, because I'm the one that was born here in the U.S.
That's fantastic.
Hoboken, New Jersey.
Great story.
New Jersey.
New Jersey, yeah.
So, are you pretty much the only musical in your family, the only musical child?
I have to say not. My father was a percussionist, and he used to play a lot of merengue, rumba, you know, salsa. In fact, my father's nickname was Rumbero.
Rumbero.
From the, you know, because really he played a lot of rumba music. Rumba, merengue, you know. That's the old merengue.
That'll get you dancing, right?
You know, some of the things that are still, I grew up with my father, you know. He instilled a lot of rhythmic structure in us, you know, because the Afro-Latin music is very rhythmic.
Very percussive.
Absolutely.
Now, does that have a lot of influence in your music, the stuff that you write yourself?
I have to say it does, man. I mean, the Afro-Latin music has a lot of influence in all the musics. You know, hence Santana, you know.
Absolutely.
And people of the sort like that.
And in today's reggaeton movement as well. And
right.
Such.
You know, so it's all, and it comes in all its various forms, you know. And again, it all comes from the blues.
Absolutely.
Either way. And we love the blues. The blues music is just where it's all at, man. You know, old rock and roll, the Fats Domino. I love Fats Domino. Going to Kansas City, here I come. We're going to Kansas City, here I come. They got some crazy little women there, and I'm gonna get me one. Oh well, I might catch a train, or I might catch a plane. Even if I have to walk, I'm going just the same. We're going to Kansas City, here I come. They got some crazy little women there, and I'm gonna get me one. Standing on the corner, feeling fine, with my fine bottle of champagne and California wine. Kansas City, here I come. They got some crazy little women there, I'm gonna get me one. I don't know.
Very good. Oh, that's
I
great.
try.
How do you reconcile that with reggae? Because is there a way, we were talking in our first show about a little bit about overlapping and juxtaposing different styles of music and
See
finding
that
a way.
I love the reggae music, and the reggae music, you know, it sounds like a simple music, but it's not that easy to lay down. You know, now I love, like, you know, the Bob Marleys, you know, and I love the message in it, you know.
Peace and love, yeah.
Yeah, you know, what does he do that? You know, what?
One.
Now, see, this is one case where I wish I had my reggae mates, you know, Michael Summer, my friend Fatty G, you know, all my fellas, because then I could really lay down a nice reggae for you.
Now, they'll be joining you, though, on September 11th, was it, that you're playing the
September 11th, we will be at the, down at the Taste of Danbury, say about 3 in the afternoon, on Saturday afternoon, September 11th. I think we're going to, also Marshall Tucker's going to be around that day, so be worth
Good
coming
day.
down either way.
That's right.
And come see us playing, and I'm going to have you, on the CD, there's 4 of us, you know, and we have fun doing it. That's the way we like it. But it's going to be a bigger venue there, so we're going to have a bigger band.
Good.
It'll be a lot more fun. We're going to have Al Smoke, you know, who plays, he plays, what do you call it, percussions, and he also doubles as a horn player, you know, he's fantastic. We'll have, we're going to have Butch Buccino, plays sax, you know. I also play with him in another band called the Skank Tones. They're also a reggae band.
So that'll be a nice contrast with you playing and Marshall Tucker playing.
I know.
Whichever,
It'd be quite a unique
whichever second is
mixture.
going to be a nice contrast.
It's a little
Yeah.
weird, but I think it's beautiful because you got these really southern fried rock cats, you know, and they do that well. And we're gonna be playing reggae, so we're gonna have a little of both worlds there, both ends of the spectrum, really.
Yeah.
It's definitely so. If Danbury's good for anything, it's definitely diversity in all the cultural.
That is
yes.
definitely one of our common themes here at Progressive.
High
too,
five
but-
on that.
Yes.
With a-
Absolutely.
Yeah. That is our way of looking at the universe.
And quite frankly,
Right.
music is one of the best celebrations of diversity that we have. I mean, it's really a common language that everybody can experience.
Well, you know, it's good to have all the different musics. I mean, nobody's, you know, however you feel is what you're going to listen to, you know? You don't feel the same all the time.
That's right.
Some days we're feeling the real blues, real down. Some days we're really up, you know? And some days we're just on, you know?
Give us an example of a song that you would love to do when you're in a really good mood to get you energized at the day. Let's pick it up a little.
Well, myself, you know, people work. I work, you know, I teach, I give piano lessons, and usually whatever it is you do, you know, that happens to be my work, but whatever you do, you know, comes 5 o'clock, everybody's, you know, that's why we have that heavy rush hour. So one of the things I really dig is Miles Davis has a piece he calls Blues by 5, and it's kind of like, I'll give you my interpretation of it.
For those of you off camera, we were enjoying that song a little bit too much. If you were in the studio, you could see how people are dancing. So
Yeah.
that was fun. Thank you.
Yeah, place of people going crazy over here.
I'll tell you, we have our folks down here, don't we? A lot of sweetness flying around today.
Now, so what other gigs do you have lined up after September 11th? Anything coming up we should know about? Any releases?
Well, what we have released right now is our Fatty Roots record, the Planet 6 Connection. So that's what's happening right now, and so that's who we're promoting at the moment. And I think you know, when you're a musician, you know, the work is hard to get, you know, especially the good paying gigs.
That's right.
And I need the paying gigs because I got a 7-year-old that eats like a little circus animal.
Been there, done that.
Oh, yeah, I hear you, Daddy. So every gig is important. But come around September, I get back into, you know, teaching and stuff. So we'll go winding up the summer. But if anybody wants to know, they could always go to, you know, Ride Productions and check us out there. Ride Productions is where we actually recorded the record.
So it would be rideproductions.net, correct?
Yes. And the person over there is Mark Minnock. He's our man, you know. He's our engineer, and he's kind enough to post things on his website for us. So visit that website, and you could check out more of our music there, too.
That sounds great.
Now, I think we're down to about this many. Okay. Take us out. Take us somewhere else for a few more minutes. And we'll see if it brings us to the end of the show. And if not, then we'll do another one. Go ahead. So good night.